Hi, everyone. I'm Emma, and welcome back to English Phrases Hub. Today, we're going to have a fun and very useful lesson. Have you ever noticed how often we use the word get in English? We say get up, get dressed, get to work, and that's just the beginning. In this video, I'm going to show you my full day, step by step. But here's the fun part. I'll only use phrasal verbs that have the word get. You'll learn what they mean, how we use them, and you'll hear them in real-life examples. By the end, you'll be surprised how many get phrases you already understand. So, are you ready to get learning, get confident, and get better at English? Let's get started. Let's start from the beginning. When I get up. My alarm goes off at 7 a.m., but I don't always get out of bed right away. Sometimes I just lie there and try to get my eyes open. It usually takes a few minutes to get moving. You know that feeling when you want just 5 more minutes? Yeah, I try to get over that lazy feeling, but it's not easy. I might even get back under the blanket for a minute. Just one more cozy moment. But eventually, I know I need to get up and start the day. Once I finally get out of bed, I go straight to the kitchen to get my morning coffee started. I can't really get going until I've had that first sip. It's like my energy button. While the coffee brews, I get my thoughts together for the day. What meetings I have, what videos I need to make, what emails I need to reply to. After coffee, I get dressed. Sometimes it takes a while to get an outfit together, especially when I can't decide what to wear. I usually get into something comfortable, jeans and a sweater. But if I have a meeting, I might get a little more dressed up. Once I'm ready, I get back to the kitchen to get some breakfast. I like to get a bite to eat, usually toast, fruit, or sometimes cereal. While I eat, I get my phone out and get caught up on messages. I check if any of my friends got in touch overnight and get through my notifications. Then I get the news, not too much, just enough to get an idea of what's happening in the world. By the time I finish breakfast, I'm finally awake and ready to get ready for work. I brush my hair, get my bag together, and make sure I didn't forget anything, my keys, phone, or notebook. Sometimes I have to get back upstairs because I get halfway out the door and realize I forgot something. Before leaving, I take a moment to get my head straight, take a deep breath, look outside, and think, all right, let's get this day going. When I get to work, my brain is still waking up. I try to get into gear, but it takes a little time. The first thing I do, I get my laptop set up and get my coffee topped up. You can probably guess, caffeine helps me get focused. Next, I get started on emails. There are always so many waiting. I try to get through them one by one, but sometimes I get distracted when new ones pop up. It feels like they never stop. Still, I do my best to get on with it and get things organized. Then I check my to-do list. I get my priorities straight and choose what to do first. On some mornings, I feel great and get a lot done before lunchtime. On other days, I just get by. And that's totally fine. We all have days like that. I often have meetings with my team. We get together to talk, share ideas, and get input from each other. Sometimes we talk a lot before we finally get to the main point. But once we do, it feels good to get something clear and solved. When a problem pops up, I try to get to the bottom of it. I ask questions, look at the details, and try to get a better understanding. Some problems are tricky, and it can take time to get it right. But when I finally figure it out, it feels amazing. Not everything goes smoothly. Sometimes I make small mistakes or get confused. That's okay too. I remind myself to get over it and just get back on track. Every mistake is a chance to get better. By mid-morning, I usually get hungry again. So I get up, stretch my legs, drink some water, and walk around a bit. These small breaks help me get my energy back and get ready to keep working. By the time lunch rolls around, I'm more than ready to get out of the office and get some fresh air. Sitting at a desk all morning can make you feel stuck. So it's really nice to get moving and get outside, even just for a little bit. Most days, I get a quick lunch from a cafe near my workplace. Sometimes I get a sandwich to go, or I get together with a colleague and we grab something to eat at a small restaurant. If the weather is nice, we get a seat outside and just get lost in conversation, work stuff, weekend plans, or totally random things. It's a great way to get my mind off work and get recharged for the afternoon. Sometimes I like to get a walk in after lunch. It helps me clear my head and get my body moving. Even a short walk around the block can help me feel refreshed. After my little lunch break, I get back to work. The afternoon is when I try to get serious and really get things done. First, I check what I still need to finish from the morning. I get my notes together, get my files open, and get ready to dive in. Once I get into the flow, it actually feels pretty good. I sometimes get surprised by how much I can finish when I stop overthinking and just get on with it. Of course, not everything goes smoothly. There are always little challenges. Maybe my computer freezes, or someone doesn't get back to me with the info I need. But I try not to let that stop me. I take a breath, get my thoughts straight, and figure out how to get around the problem. There's always a way. Sometimes I have to get help from a teammate. We talk about the issue, get our ideas in order, and usually get it sorted out together. It's really nice to know you can get support when you need it. Teamwork makes a big difference. Around 4 p.m., I usually start to get a bit tired. That's totally normal. So I get up, stretch, maybe get some water or a cup of tea. Those little breaks help me get my energy back and stay focused for the rest of the day. As the day moves on, I start wrapping things up. I get my desk cleaned, get my files saved, and get everything in order. I don't like leaving things messy. It helps me get a clear head for tomorrow. I also get a quick list ready for the next day. Emails to send, tasks to finish, calls to make. It helps me get ahead and feel more relaxed. Sometimes I feel like stopping early, but I give myself that last push. I remind myself I'm almost done. That's when I get that final bit of motivation and finish strong. By the time I close my laptop, I feel great. I can say, that's it. I got everything done today. It's such a good feeling, like a small win at the end of a long day. Now it's time to get ready to slow down and enjoy the evening. When work is done, I get ready to leave the office. I pack my bag, get my things together, and say goodbye to my coworkers. Sometimes we get chatting at the door, but eventually I get going. It's time to head home. The commute can be long, especially if I get stuck in traffic, but I use that time to get relaxed. I play music, listen to a podcast, or just get lost in my thoughts. By the time I get home, I've usually gotten over the stress of the day. Once I walk in, I get comfortable. I kick off my shoes, get changed into something soft and cozy, and get the lights dimmed. It's my favorite part of the day, when I can finally breathe and just get settled in. Then I get dinner ready. Sometimes I cook something simple like pasta or soup. Other times I get takeout if I'm too tired to cook. While I eat, I might get caught up on a show or get in touch with a friend to talk about the day. After dinner, I get the dishes done and get my space cleaned up. I like keeping things tidy. It helps me get into a peaceful mood for the evening. Sometimes I'll get into a book or get started on a little creative project, like writing ideas for my next video. As the night goes on, I start to get sleepy. That's when I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and get my phone on silent. I don't want any notifications waking me up. Before I lie down, I take a few minutes to get my thoughts together. I think about what went well today, what I could do better tomorrow, and I try to get grateful for the small things: good food, nice weather, friendly people. Finally, I get into bed, pull up the blanket, and close my eyes. Slowly, I get to sleep, ready to get up again tomorrow and do it all over, one get at a time. And that's my whole day, using only get phrasal verbs. See how many situations you can describe with get? It's everywhere. Try using some of today's phrases in your own routine. You'll be amazed at how natural they sound. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to English Phrases Hub, and share it with a friend who's trying to get better at English. Until next time, get learning and keep going.